Welcome to Confident Communication for Entrepreneurs. Today's episode, we're talking 3 reasons why you're not attracting your ideal clients. Attracting your ideal clients is the key to any business. Why? It's getting the people that you best serve, but also the people that you deserve to work with. A lot of times, they'll just sit there and people are just they're desperate. They'll take anyone on, and then what happens, they get overwhelmed, like, I hate this. And maybe you've felt this before, just kind of frustrated and thinking, I hate working with these types of people. This person really drives me. Well, here's the thing. As an entrepreneur, that's your fault. You have to take ownership of it and go, okay, why did I do this? Why am I allowing myself to work with these people? And that's what we'll share today is 3 steps that create this so that you can drop the bad clients and start attracting your ideal clients. So step number 1 of why you're not attracting your ideal clients is, again, 1, you're just trying to attract everybody. You're putting it out there saying, I help anyone. And when you go out there and you're trying to help everyone, you're going to help no one. Okay, you're not going to help anyone, or the people that you do get are likely not going to be a good fit. It's not going to be energizing. They're going to be draining. And the thing is, they're not going to get the results that they deserve because, I don't know, for myself, if I'm not a good fit with somebody, if we're not connected or aligned personality-wise, they're not going to get the same result. But like Robert, who we started working with, he's a 50-year-old financial planner. He's sitting there and now the guy's taking on talks. He came in, he was nervous about putting himself out there. Now he's doing talks. Next week is his first self-hosted event. He's doing presentations. He's putting it out there. But the one key difference was, he said, Lucas, I'm willing to run through a wall for you. So tell me what I got to do and I'm going to get it done. And you know what? He has been doing it. Other people, they haven't and they don't get those results. So really it's about that connection and having that ability to say, who is it that you want to work with? So as an entrepreneur, get very clear. Who are the people that you want to work with and who are the ones that you want to avoid at all costs? If you want to avoid them at all costs, maybe there's a referral partner because stylistically there's a better fit for them. That's a very powerful tool to have. Plus, you don't want to talk about confidence. Imagine you're having a sales call with somebody and they're going, yeah, I want to work with you, blah, blah, blah. And you go, you seem like a great person, but I know somebody who's actually a better fit for you, and give this person a call. 2 things are going to happen. 1, they're probably going to want to work with you even more because they're expecting you to be so desperate, like, yeah, of course I can help you, blah, 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 blah. The fact that you're actually pushing them somewhere else. But then 2, when they go connect with them and it's a better fit, your status is going to elevate. Plus, they'll likely send referrals to you because you had that confidence to make that step. So always, when we begin, get clear about who is your ideal client and only stick with those people. Market to them. Step 2 is you have a lack of exposure. This is an exposure game. I know for myself, especially when I was starting, I'd go and share my message and people are like, wow, like this is actually this is really good. But that's only once they met me, once they got to know me. The reality was I was playing small time. I was playing a small game. I wasn't focusing on exposure. It was holding me back. In today's world, it's never been easier to get your message out there, be it through videos on YouTube. I mean, heck, even your phone these days, a powerful video. You can do live videos, you can record, upload to YouTube, speaking in public. It's all an exposure game. In the old world, it was that if you had a great service, people would find you. They would come to your door, they'd send you referrals, and you could build a very lucrative business that way. In today's world, it's an exposure game. The technical side is expected. You better be good at what you do, otherwise your reputation is going to take a hit and you won't be able to fulfill it. But when we're sitting there is, how can we build this up? And that's through exposure. The more people that get to know you, that put your message out there, be it through videos, talking, all these elements, putting it all together, live videos, that's the one way that's going to get this up there. It's an exposure game. Treat yourself as a social media star. How do you put yourself out there? Because I guarantee you, the more exposure you get, the more business you're gonna have. It's a numbers game, especially when you come at it with a very defined ideal client. That's what's going to propel you to have more confidence. And the third reason that you're not having as many ideal clients that you want is because you're not standing out. And a lot of times, one of the biggest obstacles that I see that's holding people back from getting the business that they deserve and getting the financial income and also the impact that they deserve is they're being vanilla. This is very classic. So what we see is in your industry, they look at what's everyone else doing and they go, okay, let me just kind of fit in. They want to blend in instead of standing out. Now, the reason they do that is because of fears and insecurities. They think, if I stand out, then I'm going to be judged. I'm going to be different. I don't know. People are going to think about me. They're going to talk about me. Yeah, they are going to talk about you. It's because you're standing out. The opposite of that, the other alternative, is to be vanilla. When you're in vanilla, you're a commodity. If you're a photographer, it's like, oh, okay, send me your quotes. Quotes? No, this isn't about price. If this is about getting a right photographer for you, you want quality, you want results. Otherwise, you're a commodity and you don't even matter. You're vanilla. It's about saying, who's the lowest price provider? I don't know about you, I don't want to be in that way because I have self-respect and you have self-respect as well. When you have self-respect, you say, forget vanilla, I'm going to be true to myself and I'm going to stand out. When you do that, it's going to attract your ideal clients, but also give you the freedom to be yourself. One of the scariest moments I've had was I had a client, he was in his mid-50s, okay? He was a consultant and he got really emotional at the end of my training. The reason was, I go, Mike, what's happening? And he goes, Lucas, for 30 years, I've lived my life focused on what is it that other people expect me to be? How is it that they expect a consultant to show up in the world? How is it they expect a consultant to speak, to sound, to act? He goes, in this time, I've lived my life based on other people's expectations and I have not been true to myself. And that, he goes, I'm upset because I'm thinking I've wasted 30 years of my life showing up this way. And I'm like, look, at the same time, you now have clarity about how we're gonna move forward. You got 10 years left in your business career. Let's have some fun and share the message in a bigger way. And that's what he's doing now. So when we have that, that gives you options. That gives you choice. You're coming from a place of power. So how are you gonna get more ideal clients? Through confident communication. One, identify who is your ideal clients. Who is it? What do they sound like? What do they act like? How do they feel? What do they want? Get clear on that. Number two, get exposure. Public speaking, videos. It's so easy today to put yourself out there. So many tools. And then identify what are the fears that are holding you back. And the third one, when you're doing it, don't be vanilla. Stand out because you are unique. You were born to stand out. You were born for greatness. It's about stepping up in the world and making that happen. So comment, like, subscribe to this channel, and we'll be having more videos on this.